in the bullpen. So right-hander is throwing for St. Paul. Wook-suk Go. Come on. It's a right-hander. Wook-suk Go is the new pitcher for St. Paul. Go becomes the fourth pitcher of the night for St. Paul.
Well, at least he finally got into the ball game this time. When the Clippers were at St. Paul on July the 24th, Wook-suk Go was called out of the bullpen. And as he came in from the bullpen, he had the inspection from the umpire, and the umpire felt something tacky inside his glove where the fingers go. Called around the other umpires, and it was a lengthy delay, and finally the consensus was, yeah, there's some substance on here. He was thrown out of the ball game. It's an automatic 10-game suspension. So Go is already ahead of the game tonight from where he was on August the 24th against the Clippers.
So they literally told him to go. There you go. Oh, that was too much. Here's a swing and a miss by Khalil Watson. Watson watched the first two. One was a ball, one was a strike, so the count is now 1-2. Here's the next pitch, and it is taken down low.
It was the weirdest thing because, I mean, obviously the third base umpire, the bullpens are out in the left field wall. You come in from there, the third base umpire checks everything over, and he kind of felt the inside of the glove. It's such a cursory thing for the most part. Since the re-emphasis on the sticky stuff rules, we have not seen it. But he felt something in there, and what's this? And they had everybody out on the field. The manager was out, the pitching coach was out, the interpreter was out.
You got to have that.
And it was just the weirdest thing.
3-2 pitch to Khalil Watson down low, so it's a leadoff walk here.
And I even thought at the time, listen, if there's something on the glove and you feel it's a foreign substance, what are we doing here? Make the call, let's get on with the game. Because here's what happened. And after that, I believe this was a misapplication of the rule. They allowed the new pitcher to come in out of the bullpen and have as much time as he wanted to warm up. It was not an injury situation. This is an injection situation. As long as the kerfluffle took, St. Paul could have had somebody up warming in the bullpen. They didn't do it until they brought somebody out onto the field.
Ralphie Velasquez swings at the first pitch, drives it toward the 400-foot marker, but it's going to fall at about 395 and is caught by Emmanuel Rodriguez, one away.
And C.J. Culpepper came out of the bullpen, and they gave him all the time he needed out on the mound. That week, it was not a great week for the umpiring crew overall. There were several rules that the Clippers got away with 3 mound visits in 1 inning from the dugout. It was a weird one.
Cody Huff, the batter. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Is that the old, who sings that song? Was it John Lennon? Nobody told me there'd be days like these? Or was it? Here's a line shot into right center field by Cody Huff. Base hit. You're going to make me look it up, aren't you?
Most peculiar, Mama. Whoa.
Right. That was him, right? That
was John. I do not believe it was Julian.
Okay, thank you. That's where my confusion lies. John, Julian. I know it was not Yoko Ono. That's all I can tell you. So Cody Huff has a single. There are now runners at first and second.
I think we've lost the thread in this game.
It's a 9-run ball game. Clippers are leading. Blake Perkins will be the batter.
Strange days indeed.
That's right. I'm just boiling it down for you. Here's a pitch, and Wook-suk Go hits the inside corner for a called strike 1 on Perkins. Blake is 0 for 2 in the game. He did walk and score back in the second inning.
Coincidentally, Ryan Gallagher also started the game where Go got thrown out.
Huh. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. 0-2. Got any more tidbits? It's a 9-run game. You got any tidbits?
Yeah, the Clippers won that game too.
There you go. I knew you could do it. 0-2 on Perkins' the pitch. This one stays outside. Well, these are situations that the Clippers have taken advantage of more times than not in this game. Actually, let me correct that. They've taken advantage of it every time in this game. Here's the next pitch, and that's down low. They have left, to this point, exactly one man on base. And that was in the first inning. And that was after a 3-run home run. Velasquez had a 2-out single.
They've got, 7 walks tonight, and 6 of them have scored.
Yep. Another pitch missing, and the count is now full, 3-2. Yeah, 6 have scored, and the other one is the guy at second base. So they could go 7 for 7. Base hit right here could bring that man around as well. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a big curveball, and Perkins just couldn't get the timing right. 2 outs. And Milan Tolentino, number 9 hitter, will step up. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a fly out to right.
A good time here for Milan to join the hit parade. Having gone 0 for 3, a hit here produces something. We had a clock violation, and that's going to be against the pitcher. Go. 1-0 count.
Always nice to start the at-bat. Ahead in the count without even stepping into the batter's box. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs, 2 men on. Game 1 of a 6-game series. Go is ready. And here's the pitch. And that one is outside for a ball. Trying to paint the outside corner with a fastball there. Couldn't do it. Now he finds himself behind 3 balls and no strikes. All by his own doing. Pitch clock violation rather, and then 2 pitches out of the zone. Next pitch, that one is also out of the zone, ball 4. Bases are full, the top of the order comes back around, and you want to talk about walks. Well, this is Mr. Walk in this game for the Clippers, Cooper Engel. He's been at the plate 4 times. He is officially 0 for 1. 3 walks, 3 runs scored.
And now we've got the pitching coach coming out
with the trainer.
That's the interpreter here.
Oh, sorry.
Go from South Korea. I thought the same thing when they first popped out of the dugout. I thought, oh boy, we got a trainer coming out here. But then I saw the pitching coach trailing and not the manager. So interpret out here, relaying the message.
Yeah, trying to settle him down. What do you think that job's like? An interpreter on a AAA team when you have like one guy.
You get to know him real well, I'm sure.
What do? You
interpret, I suppose.
I mean, like all day. Like,
well, yeah. Restaurants, teammates.
What if he doesn't invite you to lunch?
Well, then he's on his own.
Cooper Engel ready. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1.
You say good luck.
I just think it could be pretty boring.
I would think so.
Just waiting for a call or a text, right? Need you. All right.
Time to work on your novel.
You know, 1 swing and a miss. You can do all that stuff on your phone now. Couldn't you just carry the phone out there and do that?
Boy, I don't know if I would trust that.
What, the phone interprets it as fastball middle in?
Right. You do not want to get the wrong message.
No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases full. The pitch inside. Yeah, you're right. You probably don't want to trust electronics on that one.
And baseball has such a particular vernacular that you really have to understand the game and the way it's spoken.
Next pitch is low.
I mean, a lot of the terminology used in the game of baseball, and oh, by the way, by young men in general, to be able to interpret that with all the idiosyncrasies of language and culture that go into that, that's a tough job.
2-2 pitch.
And I can barely talk to my kids. We all speak English. Kinda.
Right. Sometimes I choose to. 3-2 the count. Everybody will be on the move here. The merry-go-round will begin on this pitch, and Cooper Ingle is going to make it wait for another couple of seconds as he takes his time out. Three and two outs. Here go the runners. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Cooper Ingle strikes out for the first time tonight, and in doing so, he leaves the bases loaded. Clippers do not capitalize on an opportunity here in the seventh inning. However, as we go to the eighth and Ryan Mitchell comes back with you, the Clippers are up 12-3.
12 runs, 8 hits for the Clippers. They have cashed in 6 walks into runs today. The Clippers have 4 home runs as a team. The Saints have 2. 2-run home run in the first inning off the bat of Ben Ross, and a solo shot from Gabby Gonzalez in the 6th. But they are down 9 runs as the Clippers bat in the 8th inning. Daniel Schneemann takes the first pitch out of the zone for ball 1. Usuk Go is back out there for a second inning of work. The right-hander delivers, and Schneemann rockets that ball to right center field. It's going to get down and one hop the wall. Schneemann heading for second base. He will pull in with a leadoff double.
Finally, he gets a ball that gets out there, and the Saints can't track it down and catch it.
Deep fly in the second inning, deep fly in the 6th inning, and finally rewarded here with a double. David Fry's had himself a night. 3-run homer in the first inning put the Clippers on top, and they have been there ever since. He tacked on an RBI single in the second and an RBI ground out in the 6th inning. 5 runs driven in tonight. For the Clippers, right fielder in the first pitch is up and in. Bent Fry away from the plate and bent the home plate umpire away from his position as well. The kick, the pitch, and a breaking ball from Go just missed. Noah Cardenas held it an extra beat, and then a beat after that. But that did not change the mind of Mitch Tresiak, the home plate umpire. Brian Van Vranken, the umpire at first today. Joe Bellagio, the third, at third. Next pitch, breaking ball misses inside, and it's 3-0.
It's like the old name umpire crew, isn't it?
You ain't kidding.
They all have a little something.
Fry has a 3-0 lead in the count, and he takes ball 4. That was high. Runners at first and second. Nobody out for Kyle Manzardo. In theory, the Clippers have plenty of offense, but boy, when it's going well, you want to get back up to the plate. You want your teammate to get aboard, move somebody around. You want another crack at it. You're just feeling so good offensively this evening. Manzardo, 2 for 4, 3-run homer, and a double. Go delivers and misses downstairs for ball 1. Danny Espino warming in the Clippers bullpen. Next pitch. That's downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was only 93, but for some reason that looked and sounded faster than that.
Go is not a big guy, 5'11", 198 pounds. But powerfully built, drives to the plate and misses downstairs with a fastball. Again at 93, your Pepsi pitch speed of the game. Track the speed of every pitch on the Pepsi radar gun here at Huntington Park.
I didn't need an interpreter to know what he thought about that call.
3-0 pitch, and that's a called strike at the top of the zone. Maybe above the top of the zone, but in a 9-run ball game in the 8th inning, I don't know if the Clippers are all that interested in challenging.
Doubtful.
The pitch. And he walked him.
He might have, well, let me see. No, that was low. I was going to say, he might have gave that back.
Nobody was real happy over the last 3 pitches.
Nope.
So this inning started with a double by Daniel Schneemann. Now back-to-back walks to Fry and Manzardo. Khalil Watson to the plate. He's been aboard 3 times today. Walked in the 2nd, walked in the 7th, and in between he was aboard ever so briefly, just long enough to circle the bases.
They've got an infielder throwing in the bullpen.
Pitch here is inside for ball 1. I think we've seen Tanner Schobel pitch. Is that Schobel down there now?
Yes.
Go to the plate, gets a half wave at a fastball for a 1-1 count.
See, that was another one. That was 92, and yet Watson.
It's sneaky quick.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's perfect description of it. That's why you do what you do.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on and fouled away. Malgo has been peppering the strike zone here against Watson after walking 2 in a row. 4-pitch walk to Fry. 5-pitch walk to Manzardo. Clippers have him surrounded. Here comes the pitch, and it gets away in the dirt, and now finally breaking, holding, breaking again, and now scoring is Daniel Schneemann. And situationally, the ball did not get all that far away from Noah Cardenas. And in a 9-run game, you don't push the pace all that much. And so you saw there, and even Watson was caught in between, kind of saying hold and then saying, all right. He changed his mind halfway because Schneemann was halfway home. So he said, all right, come on in.
Yeah, that is one of those that, you're right, if it's a 1-run game, he is busting his way down the line and trying to score.
2-2 pitch is fouled toward the Clippers on deck circle where Ralphie Velasquez waits.
But in a game like this, you're trying not to rub salt into the wound, and you don't have to score that run. But yeah, once you get so far down the line, you're like, well, I kind of got to go now.
2-2 pitch is high, 3-2. And it's a weird spot because in a situation like that, when the ball gets away with a runner at third, you play baseball. You're not trying to, as you say, kind of rub it in, but if you don't, that's kind of rubbing it in a different way.
True.
3-2. Ball 4.
I
outside.
think it got to a point where it was like the catcher couldn't find it for so long.
Right.
You're like, well, I've got to score now because now, to what you said, now I look really. Now it's obvious I'm trying not to score. Now I got to go.
Now, if Cardenas had looked to the right immediately and pounced on it, then Schneemann makes that hard step or two and then stays put. But because he looked around several different ways, kind of put him in a position where he had to go. They're full again for Velasquez. And he takes a pitch down Main Street for a called strike. Ralphie singled in the first, homered in the second. That's 9 home runs for Ralphie this month. He's up to 15 on the year. The pitch. Breaking ball, chopped foul right at home plate, 0-2.
They do not want to throw him a fastball. He got a slider, now he got a curveball. Because they know what he's going to do to a fastball, or what he can do.
He is red hot. Go, gets his sign. And the pitch. Fastball. No, the splitter there that time fell off the table. Did he get a piece?
He did.
He did. Just fouled it away. Boy, that's At splitter, 87 miles per hour. That's what makes that pitch effective. Looks good out of the hand, and then not the same kind of velo. Again, the 0-2. That's high. A slider that really didn't. That didn't do much of anything.
Nope. So he can waste a couple if he wants. But normally don't do that with the bases loaded.
Next pitch, tried the outside corner with a curveball, didn't get the call. Noah Cardena's body language said he really wanted that when the pitch was outside. And Go has not been exactly filling the strike zone throughout this inning, so you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt too much. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled away. Splitter again. There has not been a fastball thrown to Velasquez yet in this sequence.
Slider, curveball, splitter. Slider, curveball, splitter. Those are your 6 pitches in that order.
Go ready. He deals and threw the curveball inside. So the string is out. The bases are full.
He's pitching backwards. He went with a curveball. He didn't go back to the slider. Might get it here. Well, here what he has to throw is a strike.
Does he trust the fastball? Here it comes. And it is well up the ladder. He did throw the heater, and he's losing some juice on it. That was down to 91 miles per hour, and that'll force in a run. 4 consecutive walks after a leadoff double. And the Clippers lead this game 14-3. And Brian Dinkelman is going to go to the bullpen. Go is gone. The Clippers lead 13-3. A position player will come in to try and get the final outs here. There's nobody out in the 8th inning. We'll be right back after this. Dormar Heating and Air Conditioning. Call the bullpen.